I chose Sheffield because I studied history and politics here for the BA, and I was very lucky in that at the time, and it still is, Sheffield was one of the very best places to do the social work masters, so it was a really good excuse to stay. I really wanted to stay in the city because I enjoyed it, and it was just the best place to be a student. So yeah, it was an easy but also, luckily for me, great option. I've always wanted to help people. I've known since a very young age that that's what I wanted to do. I didn't actually know about social work until the second year of my BA, and I was volunteering with young offenders, and someone at the Youth Justice Service said, if you want to be really skilled in this, it's worth looking at social work. So I did some research and I couldn't actually believe it was a job. I was like, you get paid to help people, this is amazing. So yeah, I did a lot of research about what the MA would include and what sort of jobs you'd go into, and it just fitted me to a T, just a perfect job for me, and still is, hopefully. That's a hard question. I mean, when I had my graduation in January, it's definitely my proudest achievement to date. I'm so proud that I've got through it because I feel like I've learned an impossible amount. It was such a whirlwind because you obviously learn your academic side, your laws, your policies, but you also grow emotionally and mature because it is very demanding on that side. And also some of the young people you work with, you just become more aware of everything around you in Sheffield, the poverty, the inequality, and how to approach these people. There's different issues like sexual exploitation that I never really was aware of, and due to placement have become aware. I just feel a lot wiser after the 2 years. My best advice would be to volunteer as much as you can before you get here, because the most challenging part of the job for me is the emotional side and the emotional impact, and no books can prepare you for that. You can walk into some really upsetting environments, and it's your job to help those people and sort that environment out. I've just been elected to the Professional Assembly for the College of Social Work, so I'm going to London every 2 months to discuss national policy as a newly qualified social worker, which is such an honour. So I'm going to invest more time in that and kind of having a role nationally, because I think that's really important as a social worker. And especially as a newly qualified social worker, with all the changes that are being proposed, it's good to have our voice saying this is what it's actually like as a newly qualified social worker. So I'm going to invest more time in the College of Social Work. And I'm also writing a book at the moment, which will be published in October, about being a newly qualified social worker and this whole process of going to uni and what it was like. Yeah, I think Sheffield by far. I've only been to Sheffield, but of all the universities I've ever visited, my friends went to London, Manchester, everywhere. This has been my favourite. It's just such a student city. You have everything in one space. There's so many student nights on, there's so many extracurricular things. It's friendly, it's got loads of parks, you can have loads of barbecues in the summer. I just loved everything about it, and that's why I'm still here. So yeah, definitely.